everybody, and welcome back to Akshata's Recipes. Thank you so much for stopping by. Well, yesterday being the weekend, I had made this very light, simple pulao, and to go with it, I had made these lovely minced croquets. The recipe is very easy, it gets ready very quickly, and I just club it up with some salad, so some tomatoes cut up, as well as some onion rings with just a little bit of lemon on top. It was a very light meal and it got ready also very quickly. So I thought I'd share these two recipes with you. I hope you like these recipes, and if you do, don't forget to give it a big like. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button that you see below the video. Click the bell so you'll get all messages about when I put up my videos. And go and check out my channel. I have loads and loads of recipes. So let's get started with this simple pulao and minced croquets recipes. So friends, let's start with today's lovely Arroz Pulao. Now here I've washed and soaked 1 cup of basmati rice for 15 minutes. These are our whole spices. We're also going to use 1 medium onion, 1 medium tomato which I've chopped. We're also going to use 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste and 1 light green chilli chopped fine, as well as half a teaspoon of turmeric or haldi powder and 2 soup cubes or stock cubes. Now in a pan, I've heated about 1 tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter. Now we're going to add our whole spices, that is the peppercorns, the cinnamon and the cloves. Fry them a little, and then we're going to add our medium sized onion which I've chopped. We're going to fry the onion till it's nice and translucent. Now once our onion is done, this takes about half a minute or so, we're going to add our light green chili and fry the chili well. Now we're going to add our ginger garlic paste and fry the ginger garlic paste as well. Next goes in the tomato. Fry the tomato well. Now we're going to add our haldi powder or turmeric powder that gives a lovely light yellow color to the pulao, and we're going to add our soup cubes. Now mix everything well, and we're just going to cover and cook this for about a minute so everything comes together really nicely. Now after a minute, just give it a nice gentle stir. And now I've drained the water from the rice, and I'm going to add this rice to the bagar. Now fry the rice well in the bagar for about half a minute. On a low to medium flame. Now I'll be adding about 1/4 cup of green peas, but this is completely optional. And I'm going to add 2 cups of hot water. So we've used 1 cup of rice, we're going to use 2 cups of hot water. So I'm going to add the green peas, mix it up well. And now I'm going to add the hot water. Mix everything nicely. Now we're not going to add any salt because the soup cubes already have the salt content. Now we're going to let our mixture come to a nice boil on a high flame. Once it comes to a boil, just lower the flame and cover and cook for about a minute or two, for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now all the water has evaporated, so just gently ruffle up the rice a bit, very lightly. And now I'm going to place a flat tawa on the flame and then keep this vessel on top of the tawa. Cover it and cook it for another 2 to 3 minutes. This will, give us a very light pulao where the grains of rice are nice and separated and they're not mushy. So you can see our lovely pulao is ready and the grains of rice are nice and separated. So you don't have this mushy pulao, but you have a very nice light pulao. And that's it friends, and our lovely Goan Arroz Pulao or Pilaf is ready. This goes excellently well with some shakuti. I'll link all my chicken. So friends, let's start with today's croquets recipe. Now here I have about 18 peppercorns, 1 inch of cinnamon and 5 cloves. So these are our whole spices.
I'm going to lightly roast them on my in my pan just for about 1 minute till you get the lovely aroma of these lovely whole spices. Then I'm going to grind them in my mortar and pestle. You could also grind them in your mixer pot to a very, very fine powder. Once that is done, just set it aside. Now we're going to use 2 medium-sized onions chopped fine, 1 tomato, and uh, a- one tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, and also 2 dried green chilies. I'm going to heat 1 tablespoon of oil in a pan, and I'm going to add the onions and fry them till they're nice and translucent. Once the onions are nice and fried, we're going to add our ginger garlic paste. So I've just taken about 1 inch of ginger and about 5 large cloves of garlic and ground them to a very fine paste. You can also use the ready-made ginger garlic paste. Next, I'm going to add the light green chilies, which I've chopped fine. And then I'm going to add my 1 tomato, which I've chopped fine. So we're going to fry all of this really well. And now I'm going to cover this for about 1 minute and keep it on a low flame so that everything gets well incorporated. Now I'm going to be using 250 grams of mince as well as some salt to taste. So after about a minute, when everything is really nice and fried, we're going to add this finely ground powder that we prepared with the cinnamon, the cloves and the pepper. Mix it in well. And now we're going to add our mince. Now we're going to mix everything well with the mince, and we're going to fry the mince for at least 1 whole minute. Now you can add some salt to taste. Fry everything well. Now I've taken 1 large potato, washed it, peeled it, and just diced it into large cubes. Now after we've fried our mince well, we're going to add this potato. We're going to mix everything well, and now I'm going to cover and cook this till the potato is well cooked. So this takes about 2 minutes, and then you can just check whether your potato should be nice and soft and done. So that means your mixture is now ready. You can turn off the heat and let the mixture cool completely. Now we're going to transfer this to a mixer pot or a blender, and we're going to grind this to a very fine paste. Now I'm also going to be using some lemon juice. So I've taken the juice of 1 lemon and mix everything well, and again grind it to a very fine paste. Now we're going to transfer this paste to a large bowl. I'm also going to be using 1 egg. So I'm going to beat this egg well, and I'm going to add that to my mince. Now mix the egg also well with the mince mixture. Once that is done, I have taken 1 pav, a very fresh and soft pav, and torn it up into small pieces. You can also use bread slices. Just add that to the mixture. This will give it a nice body, and you'll be able to form the croquets very easily. So the pav should be nice and soft and fresh, because then it just gets mashed down very easily. Alternatively, you can also add it to the mixture when you're grinding it in the mixer. Now I'm just going to add about 4 or 5 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Basically, we want a nice firm mixture which we can form our croquets with. And now just form the croquets like this. Roll them and keep them aside. And then we're going to shape them so that they all look, even and well shaped. So first, just roughly roll them in the breadcrumbs. And I learned this technique from my dad. But just take a nice long knife like this and just, shape them, like keep rolling them in this fashion and shape them very well. They should all look nice and even with no cracks and no, breaks in the croquets. You can make them small, you can make them long or big, the choice is yours. And then again, lightly roll them in the breadcrumbs and keep them aside. So in this way, you can make your croquets, and you can even store them in an airtight container. They last for for about a week in an airtight container, refrigerated, and whenever you feel like, you can just deep fry them. You can just deep fry them whenever you feel like. So now I'm just going to deep fry them till they're nice and golden brown in color. So you can alternatively, shallow fry them, but deep frying them, you get an even coat and everything gets evenly fried. If you shallow fry them, then you'll find that, the texture is different. You won't get that lovely crunch that these croquets are supposed to have. That is, they're supposed to be nice and crunchy on the outside and nice and soft on the inside. So when you shallow fry them, you get a very kind of a different type of a texture. You don't get that crunch. But you can shallow fry them if you don't want to deep fry them. So in this way, you can fry your croquets as many as you like. And, they're just very, very delicious. They go very well with some pulao and some salad and some chicken curry at the side. It's like an ideal meal. And I've just broken up one to show it to you all. And you can see how lovely and crunchy they are on the outside and nice and soft on the inside. So I hope you like today's recipe and I hope you give it a try. You can leave your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear. Now here I've taken 450 grams of chicken mince or keema. You can take any meat like beef or mutton. Then I've washed it very well under running water. Then I've heated about a tablespoon of oil and I've added the chicken to it and I'm going to fry it well till it changes its color. Then I'm going to add some ginger garlic paste. Now all the measurements of all the ingredients are going to be in the description box below. I've also added some pepper powder, some turmeric or haldi powder, salt, and given all of this a nice mix. Then I'm going to turn off the flame and just add the juice of half a lemon. And then I'm going to transfer this to a mixing bowl and let the mixture come to room temperature. Now I'm going to add some coriander powder. I'm going to add some jeera powder and some bread pieces or slices of bread just broken up into small pieces. Then I'm going to heat about half a tablespoon of oil and fry some green chillies and some onions, which have both been cut very fine. We're going to fry this till the onions become translucent. Add it to the mixture. Add some freshly chopped coriander and 1 egg. Then you can also add some salt to taste and mix the mixture roughly first. Try to keep them of the same size. So this is just the first step. I like to do it in 2 parts like you will see in the video. So first we just take a similar quantity for all of them and just roughly roll them in the breadcrumbs. There is a recipe for homemade breadcrumbs at the end of the video, so don't forget to watch the video till the end. And then just keep them aside. And once you finish making all of them, now we're going to give them a proper shape. So using a nice long knife or even a steel ruler, a clean steel ruler, you're just going to press them on all sides evenly so that you get an even shape and they look nice and neat. But this is a close-up of how I'm doing it. I learned this technique from my dad. So that all of them really look very neat and tidy. Just press them against the steel knife or steel ruler, that whatever you have, and just make them into even size cubes and then again coat them with a layer of these breadcrumbs. That way you'll get a lovely crispy layer on the outside and it becomes nice and crisp. So in this way, we're going to shape all of them. And then you can store them in a airtight container. They last for about a day or two. And don't keep them much longer than a day or two. And you can fry them whenever you want. If you want to keep it for another day, I mean for 3 days, then I think you should deep freeze it and then use it. But don't keep stuff in your refrigerator for very long. You should try to use up food on the same day or maximum the next day. So these are all the croquets that we made from just 250 grams of mince. Like I said, you can store them in your refrigerator in a nice airtight container. And now all we have to do is just shallow fry them in about 2 tablespoons of oil till they're nice and golden brown. This is such a nice party starter, or even a tiffin box item, or just an anytime snack. You can even put this into some puri or roti and just sprinkle some Frankie masala and you're done with Frankies. So this is an ideal afternoon lunch, and all I did was just cut up some onions in rings and just put a little lemon juice on them, and I just cut up a tomato, and that's it. So I hope you like today's recipes. I hope you give them a try. And if you like them, then don't forget to give this video a big like. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and become a part of Akshata's Recipes family. Click the bell so you won't miss out on anything happening. Every time I put up a new video, you'll get a message for the same. Share my recipes with family and friends. Visit Akshata's Recipes. I've got loads and loads of recipes, and I'll be coming up with many, many more. Thank you so much for watching my videos and stopping by my channel. I will catch you in my next recipe. Bye.